You are standing in front of your bathroom mirror. It's late. The light is bright in that unforgiving way that makes every pore look like a headline. You lean in. You see a few dark dots. Your brain whispers a familiar line. Fix it, now. At this exact moment, your skin splits into timelines. Not because of fate, but because of choice. This is a choose-your-own-adventure story. And the protagonist is not your pores. The protagonist is your decision-making. Because blackhead prevention is not a single product. It's the outcome of what you do, especially when you feel urgency. So, reader, listener, traveler, pick a door. If you choose door A, you intervene aggressively. If you choose door B, you intervene calmly. If you choose door C, you don't intervene at all, but you also don't do any stable maintenance. Each door looks reasonable in the moment. Only one door builds a future you actually want. Door A. The urgency door. You lean closer. You grab your fingers and apply pressure. You tell yourself, just this one. You squeeze. Something comes out. You feel a rush. Your brain rewards you with a tiny burst of victory. You continue. You find another dot. You squeeze again. Then another. You don't notice the pressure increasing. You don't notice your breathing changing. You don't notice the redness creeping in. You only notice one thing. You are doing something. 10 minutes later, you step back. Your nose looks temporarily clearer in spots, but the surrounding skin looks irritated. Your pores look larger, not because they became larger overnight, but because inflammation changes how light reflects and how the tissue sits around the opening. You go to bed thinking you won. In the morning, your skin feels tight in the areas you worked. The surface is slightly tender. You apply sunscreen, maybe makeup, and you move through your day. Midday arrives. You notice shine. You wipe your face with a tissue, not gently, but with that fast rubbing motion you don't even think about. That's friction on top of irritation. Your skin responds like any living system. It becomes more reactive. The pore lining, already stressed, sheds less smoothly. Tiny fragments cling more easily. Oil tries to protect the area. That oil mixes with those fragments. By evening, you remove your day's layers quickly because you're tired. You might scrub harder because your skin feels dirty, but what you're really doing is adding more irritation to an already irritated area. You glance in the mirror, same bright light, same anxiety, and you see the dots again. Not all of them, but enough to trigger the same thought. Why are they back? You go through door A again. Congratulations, you have created the recurrence loop timeline. In this timeline, your skin never stabilizes because you never allow calm conditions long enough for the pore environment to normalize. Your results are short-lived, and your stress stays high. You keep thinking you need stronger tactics, when the real need is less trauma and more stability. Door A is seductive because it gives immediate feedback. It's the timeline of the quick win and the slow loss. Door B, the calm door. You see the dots, your brain whispers, fix it. And you do something that feels almost wrong. You pause. You take one full step back from the mirror. You exhale slowly, longer than you inhale. You tell yourself, out loud if you need to, I don't make poor decisions under urgency. You change the lighting. You stop magnifying. You become the kind of person who handles skin like a living organ, not like a stain. Now you do your end-of-day reset, but you do it with method, not force. You remove the day's film layers, sunscreen, makeup, sweat, film thoroughly but gently. You don't rub like you're trying to erase a mistake. You lift and clear without scratching the surface. When you finish, your skin feels comfortable, not squeaky, not tight, just normal. You go to bed. Overnight, your skin does what it's designed to do. It balances. It recovers from the day. It reduces some inflammation because you didn't add extra. In the morning, you don't judge your face under harsh light. You treat your skin like a system you're stabilizing. You go through your day with fewer compulsive touches because you didn't trigger the panic loop the night before. When you sweat, you pat rather than rub. When you feel oily, you blot gently rather than overwash. When you wear a mask or have friction exposure, you reduce rubbing and adjusting. You don't do anything dramatic, and that's the point. You are building a slow, stable change in the pore environment. Over the next 2 weeks, you notice something subtle. The skin looks calmer. The dots may still exist because pores exist, but they look less dramatic. You feel less compelled to fix. The urge to squeeze weakens because the surface isn't constantly irritated and rough. In week 4, the recurrence cycles decrease. You're not winning one night, you're winning your month. Door B is the timeline of stability. It's the timeline where your skin becomes predictable because you stop feeding it chaos. Door C, the avoidance door. You see dots. You feel urgency. You decide you're going to stop caring. You do nothing, no stable removal, no gentle reset, no consistency. You go to bed with the day's film layers still on your skin. The next morning, your pores feel heavier. The dots appear more noticeable under the same harsh light, not because you failed morally, but because residue persistence changes the microenvironment at the pore opening. You feel annoyed. You either swing back into door, a panic intervention, or you stay in door C, neglect, and the system oscillates. Door C is the timeline where you avoid the emotional work but also avoid the practical baseline. It's not calm, it's just unstructured, and unstructured environments tend to produce more recurrence. Now, this story has a twist. The real power isn't picking door B once. The real power is picking door B when the conditions are worst, when you are tired, stressed, traveling, filming, wearing friction gear, or emotionally activated. Those are the boss levels of the game. So we're going to walk through the boss levels as mini branches, and you will see how each choice changes the timeline. Boss level 1, the tired night. It's 1 a.m. You're exhausted. Your brain says, skip everything. If you choose door C here, skip and sleep with the day's film still present, you increase residue persistence overnight, which raises the chance of plugging and the chance of waking up frustrated, which raises the chance of door A tomorrow. If you choose door A here, panic scrub because you're tired and want it done fast, you injure the surface and create irritation that worsens future visibility. The winning move is door B's smaller cousin, the minimum reset. You do the smallest reliable clearing you can do without abrasion. You remove film gently, avoid squeezing, and go to bed. That's it. The minimum reset is the cheat code for real life. It prevents the worst outcomes without requiring perfection. Boss level 2, the mask day. You've worn a mask for hours. Your chin feels congested. If you choose door A, scrub hard and squeeze, you add trauma to a friction-inflamed zone. That zone is already sensitized. You increase inflammation. You increase future recurrence. If you choose door C, ignore it entirely and keep repeating friction exposure without any gentle clearing. You let that microclimate keep feeding congestion. Door B's winning move here is contact management plus calm clearing. You reduce rubbing and adjusting. You cleanse gently after prolonged wear. You avoid heavy, sticky layers trapped under the mask that trap moisture. You stop treating the chin like a stain and start treating it like a friction zone. That changes the timeline. Boss level 3, the my forehead is bumpy mystery. You keep seeing texture on the forehead. You keep changing facial products. Nothing works. If you choose door A, scrub and strip, you inflame the forehead without fixing the input. The input might be hair product drift or border transfer. Door B's winning move is border control. You adjust where hair products touch skin. You keep heavy styling products away from the hairline. You clear the border gently. The timeline changes fast, not because of magic, but because you finally targeted the real cause. Boss. Level 4, the travel week. Your sleep is off. The climate is different. Water is different. Stress is higher. If you choose door A, try new, intense experiments. You add variable chaos to an already unstable system. You get irritation, and the timeline collapses. If you choose door C, skip maintenance because you're traveling, you get residue, persistence, and friction, stress, and the timeline also collapses. Door B's winning move is simplify. You keep a stable baseline. You do the minimum reset at night. You avoid introducing new high-variance moves while the system is stressed. You stabilize rather than experiment. Boss, Level 5, the event tomorrow. You want your skin to look smooth under lighting. Your brain says, deep clean tonight. Door A promises instant clearing but often delivers redness and flaking, which look worse than pores under bright lights. Door C, skip everything, leaves residue and can worsen texture. Door B's winning move is calm presentation. You keep the surface comfortable. You avoid trauma. You manage shine gently. You prioritize even tone over porelessness. The timeline tomorrow is better because you didn't injure the skin tonight. Now, there is one final choice that determines whether Door B truly becomes your permanent timeline: the choice of measurement. How do you measure progress? If you measure progress by nightly magnifying mirror inspection under harsh light, you will never feel satisfied. Even healthy pores will look like flaws. That measurement method pushes you back toward Door A. If you measure progress by stability, comfort, reduced urge to pick, fewer redness episodes, fewer dramatic plug cycles, you stay in Door B, because stability is what changes the system. A stable system produces fewer repeat outputs. Now, the story invites you to do something unusual. Rewrite your identity. In Door A, you are the fixer. The fixer believes the face is a problem to solve tonight. The fixer uses force. The fixer lives in urgency. In Door C, you are the avoider. The avoider wants to escape the anxiety by doing nothing, but the system remains unstable. In Door B, you become the operator. The operator doesn't fight pores. The operator stabilizes conditions. The operator follows principles: gentle method, friction awareness, and calm evaluation. The operator knows that pores are anatomy, that blackheads are outputs, and that outputs change when inputs change. If you become the operator, the story ends differently. Not with a poreless face, because that's fiction, but with a face that feels calmer, looks more even, and stops commanding your attention every night. You stop living in the mirror. You stop bargaining with just one squeeze. You stop swinging between panic and neglect. You build a stable timeline, and that is the real ending you want. Not a dramatic victory, but a quiet life where your pores are not your nightly hobby. Welcome, first years, to the Department of Practical Dermatologic Magic. Please take your seats. Place your wands, also known as your hands, flat on the desk, and do not point them at your face unless instructed. I am Professor Dermendor, and today's lesson is the prevention of black dots, a branch of magic so misunderstood that many students attempt to solve it with curses, violence, and late-night rituals performed under cursed bathroom lighting. I assure you, that approach will earn you detention, redness, and a perfectly avoidable return of the very dots you tried to banish. In this class, we do not wage war on pores. We maintain enchantments. We keep the habitat stable. We learn how to prevent the conditions that summon plugs to the surface. Because in the world of skin, most monsters are not monsters at all, they are outcomes. Now, before we begin, let us establish the 3 laws of porecraft. Law 1, the law of gentle power. In dermatologic magic, power is measured by consistency, not intensity. A small spell cast daily beats a dramatic curse cast once a week. Law 2, the law of clear exits. Whatever you place upon the skin, sun shields, glamour paints, sweat veils must be lifted away at night without scratching the protective wards. Law 3, the law of calm seeing. You do not cast spells while panicked by magnified illusions. You step back, change the light, and evaluate under ordinary daylight. Violate these laws, and the realm becomes turbulent. Irritation rises, shedding becomes sticky, and plugs form more easily. Now open your textbooks to Chapter 1. What is a blackhead, really? Many of you have been taught that blackheads are dirt-tiny curses caused by uncleanliness. That is folklore. The truth is more elegant. A blackhead is an open comedone. a tiny accumulation at the mouth of a pore where sebum and keratinous fragments have combined, and the surface has darkened due to exposure and contrast. It is not a moral mark. It is chemistry plus physics in a small tunnel. The pore is a doorway, and it was built to release, not to trap. When the doorway is calm, fragments drift outward, and the oil river carries them away. When the doorway is irritated, fragments cling, clump, and form a plug. If the plug reaches the surface, it appears darker. That's the phenomenon. Now, why does it recur? Because many students respond with violence. They press, they scrape, they strip. They think they are banishing the dot, but they are damaging the doorway frame. A damaged frame sheds differently. It becomes more reactive, and reactive pores are excellent at recreating plugs. So the first magical discipline we learn is not banishment. It is warding, preventing the conditions that invite the dot to form. Let us begin with the first practical spell, Lux Moderatus, the spell of moderate light. Everyone, please raise your wands again, your hands, and point them away from your face. Repeat after me. Lux Moderatus. This is not a spell to change your skin. It is a spell to change your perception. The cursed bathroom spotlight and magnifying mirror are illusion amplifiers. Under them, every pore becomes a crater. Every normal dot becomes a crime. The mind panics. The hand becomes a reckless wizard. Just one squeeze, the hand whispers, and the skin pays the price for a week. Lux Moderatus is the habit of evaluating under normal, gentle light at scheduled times. No midnight trials, no magnified interrogations. This single change reduces the number of impulsive curses cast on your own face. And fewer curses means less irritation. And less irritation means fewer plugs. Very good. Now, the second spell, Pax Manus, the peace of hands. Place your palms on the desk. Feel the urge to touch? That urge is a mischievous sprite called compulsion. Compulsion feeds on attention and bright light. It tricks you into thinking that pressing the pore is taking control. In reality, it is manual sabotage. Pax Manus is the discipline of keeping hands off the face, except during gentle cleansing and application. If compulsion appears, you perform the pause ritual. Step back one step, exhale slowly, and occupy your hands with something else for 60 seconds. In magic school terms, you redirect the energy. You don't fight the urge with brute force. You starve it by changing conditions. Now, the third spell, Exitum Clarum, the clear exit charm. This is the most powerful spell in this entire syllabus because it prevents film layers from lingering at the pore mouth overnight. Many students fail not because they don't try, but because they use the wrong method. They scrub as if scraping a cauldron. They remove the potion residue, but they also scrape the cauldron's protective enamel. Tomorrow, everything sticks more. Exitum Clarum teaches you to dissolve and lift rather than abrade and punish. If you wear sun shields or glamour paints, you must remove them thoroughly, yet gently. Your skin after cleansing should feel comfortable, not squeaky, not tight. Tightness is a sign the wards have been stripped. Stripped wards invite turbulence. Turbulence invites clumping. Clumping invites plugs. So Exitum Clarum is a nightly charm. Clear the day's veils without scarring the doorway. Now we move to the fourth spell, taught only to students who struggle with the chin ridge and jawline corridor. Ventus Frictio Nullum, the wind-blocking charm. Friction is a wind that rubs the same valleys, masks, straps, phone edges, chin-on-hand thinking, wiping sweat with a sleeve. Friction wind does not need to be violent. It only needs to be repeated. Over time, it inflames the terrain and changes shedding behavior, making plugs more likely. Ventus Frictio Nullum is not a spell you cast with products. It is a spell you cast with behavior. Reduce adjusting and rubbing, choose better fitting gear, clean contact surfaces, avoid heavy sticky layers trapped under friction zones, and handle sweat with gentle patting rather than rubbing. When friction wind reduces, the pores calm, and the clumping spell loses power. Excellent. Now, a special lecture for the nose basin, where many first years lose their sanity. The nose basin is a naturally high-flow region. Its oil rivers are strong and its pore openings are visible. Many dots here refill quickly because oil flow continues. Some are normal pore signatures. If you attempt to eradicate them completely, you will become a frantic wizard casting harsher and harsher curses. The nose will redden, the pores will look larger, the dots will appear darker. You will think you've been cursed, but you cursed yourself. The correct magic for the nose basin is contrastus minimus, the minimal contrast enchantment. The goal is calmer tone and fewer raised plugs, not a poreless surface. You stop the nightly extraction rituals. You keep exodum clarum consistent. You keep pax manus strong. Over time, the basin looks smoother not because pores vanish, but because inflammation stops amplifying them. Now, let us introduce the weekend curse that ruins many students, bingus resetus. This is the spell cast when a student neglects their nightly charms all week and then, on Saturday, attempts a grand ritual with scrubs, strips, suction, acids, and panic. The result is always the same: a brief feeling of victory followed by a week of redness and rebound clumping. The counterspell is consistentia, the spell of boring success. Consistentia is the daily baseline plus the fallback charm for tired nights. The fallback charm is tiny. You clear the day's veil gently, you avoid manual curses, you preserve comfort. That's it. A small ritual done always beats a dramatic ritual done rarely. Magic is repetition. Now we address the travel storm, known in the academy as clima mutabilis. When you travel, the air changes, the water changes, sleep changes, stress increases. Students panic and try new potions. This creates chaos and irritation. The travel rule is stabilis simplicitus. Keep your magic simple during storms. No new, intense experiments. Maintain your core charms. Lux moderatus, pax manus, exodum clarum, and ventus frictio nullum where needed. Travel is not the time for experimental enchantments. Now, a practical exam. Scenario: you have an event tomorrow. You are tempted to cast the last-minute banishment spell with strips and squeezing. What do you do? Correct answer: you do not cast high-variance curses before a